I'm Betsy Corner, standing outside my house in Coleraine, Massachusetts, a house that's been seized by the federal marshals. Federal marshals arrested my husband Randy for occupying the house in contempt of court orders. We refuse to pay our federal taxes because 50% of those taxes go towards past, present, future war making, and we don't want to pay for killing. We don't want to pay for nuclear weapons, genocidal weapons, nor intervention in countries where we don't belong.
I've been to Nicaragua twice in the last 5 years, and I've seen the results of our military policies there. And I've talked to mothers who've lost children. I've seen villagers hold up abandoned weapons that the Contra were given by their U.S. backers, weapons that said made in the U.S. on them. The killing still continues in El Salvador, financed and supported by our country. Then there was Panama for that Grenada, and then last year the horror of the Persian Gulf slaughter. And I don't think that's going to be the end. It's going to keep going, keep going, keep going. And I just want to make, and I think Betsy agrees with me on this and wants to make the strongest statement we can that this is wrong.
We do file our tax form every year, just like everybody else, figure it all out to the penny, and then we give the same amount that we owe to the federal government away, to 50% of it to victims of war, our wars, whether that be, there's a group that we've given money to called Walk in Peace down in Georgia that's made limbs for people who've lost their arms, legs in Nicaragua, El Salvador. And then 50% we've given locally to groups that are losing their funding, or the people who've lost out because of our priorities, our skewed priorities in this country, the homeless, to the abused women's shelter. We gave one time to the Veterans Outreach Program.
I don't like being here. Jails are no fun. It's hard on Betsy, it's hard on Lillian. Why am I here? And I think that at those times, what is the most helpful is simply remembering that killing is wrong. Remember what killing looks like. You know, what it's like in the eyes of somebody who's just lost a child, or a husband, or a lover, or a companion in war. Nobody can tell me that's right. And if that's not right, then to refuse to be part of that must be right.
I'm Wally Nelson. I'm 82 years old, and I have not paid taxes, federal income taxes, since 1948. I took that position along with my companion, Juanita, in 1948 because 2 years prior to that, I had just been released from federal prison for refusing to fight in World War II. And we both agreed that if I had refused to let my body be drafted for killing, we should not let our money be drafted to pay for killing. I'm trying to suggest that we do not have to feel that we are powerless. We're not powerless. We're very powerful. Let's just use our head, our hands, and our hearts and our minds. We are quite powerful.